Hi there, my name is Marais, and I've been at Creare Training Centre for about 10 years now, and I would shortly like to testify just about going through molestation as a child. And so I was fortunate enough that it wasn't a reoccurring event, that it only happened once. But I don't know about you, but some statistics when I was still in school, which is about 10 years ago, kind of rocked me a bit when I realized that 1 in 3 ladies have been in some way or fashion sexually abused, as well as I remember our principal in school, it was a girls' school, and he just asked us, listen, how many of you, your first sexual interaction was not by choice? And to his astonishment, more than 80% of the ladies in that class raised their hands and said, I experienced it in a way that was not my choice. And so going through that, and it was a family friend that did it to me, it really impacted my identity. It impacted how I grew up. Going through primary school, I was a shorty, I was the tomboy, etc. And I think about just coming into high school, I started realizing that I really need to work on this issue, and that it really is an issue in my life. I remember in primary school, I was on the verge of actually deciding that I was born gay, and through my relationship with God, and I think what carried me through is I loved God more than what I loved my feelings as, if that makes sense. And that's really what pushed me more towards God's word. And coming to Creare, I had worked through a few things already, and I thought I was kind of sorted. I thought I was a pretty good Christian. But in our first week of studying word, I started realizing, as I started getting more scriptures in me, I started realizing that there's actually so many holes in who I am and how I feel about myself, and specifically that hole that was created when I was molested as a young child, 4 or 5 years old, and feeling worthless, feeling anyone that's gone through it understands that sometimes we just don't have words for it. But through God's word, he started showing me, first of all, the holes in my life, the areas that I felt inadequate in, and he started filling it himself, and he himself became my fulfillment through his word. And so I want to testify to you, if you may be going through some form of struggle with, maybe in your past, maybe even presently, you're struggling with sexual abuse, or someone's not treating you right, or you just feel worthless. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you weren't sexually abused. But I want to tell you, if you start seeking God in his word and start understanding who he is, he will come and fill every single hole, every single need that you have. And I want to encourage you to get into God's word even more, to get to know who he truly is and how he can fulfill you. And if you want more testimonies like this, you're more than welcome to click subscribe at the bottom, and follow our channel, and I'm sure I'll share more. There's so many more testimonies from my life, from what God has done in various areas, and you're more than welcome to follow my story, and I hope to hear your story someday too. Blessings, lots of love.